Hello everyone, welcome to Pandas. So today's session will be learning towards the think about your looping or you can call it iteration process. So how you will do the iteration with the pandas. So let's move to the Jupyter notebook. You can observe we are already in a Jupyter notebook. So we just move to that how we have to working with the things where we can do the iterated way we can work on that. How we'll use a for loop or your looping construct in a panda. So let's start with the importing first. So import pandas as pd. We just run this, we import it already. Let's move to the data because we have to take the data from the data sets. So pd dot read csv file. So read csv. So inside that we have to put the file inside that. So as you know, you have to go to the files. I'll show you once again like how we have to go into the file. Go to the here we are having a files inside that. So whatever the files you wanted, you can use it. So as I want this file because I want to work with the iteration with the student performance, I just go with the properties. I just copy this particular file name here. Just copy this and let's move to here and just paste it. Remember, if you paste it also, you have to go with csv.csv. So we run this, it's run properly. Let's see that whatever the data will be there inside. So as we observe, like when you run this particular data, we'll get the values like whatever is there. Inside the student performance folder in .csv file, we are having a green center, rest. You have parental level of education, lunch, your math score, reading score, writing score. It comes to directly in the 100 rows and 8 columns. So that will become directly whenever we use it. Then now the main thing, the for loop, how we have to work on that. So for I in and now the datas because we are putting in the data, so we'll just go with for I in datas and then let's print our the things. Before that we have to follow the rules for the Python. We just go with the colon, then print. We just want to print the I. So we just go with, when you get this, it comes to this print of your I. Yeah, you can observe that whatever the I values it's getting, the gender, you are having authenticity. See, I'll show you once again how we are using this. So data.head also you can go with. As you know that whenever we use this head option, it's kept the 5 values. After that, if you want to go with the for loop, go with for in data and then go with the print of your I. Like whatever the I values are there, you can continue with the I values where it will be showing how we have to working on the iteration. As you show that I just use the iterations values here. Like if you want to go with the iteration, how we are going towards to the iteration thing. Let's see when you need it with the any index row values, how we have to continue with that. So go with the for and then we are going for the index ind row for the row and then where it will be in data because in data we store it. Then we are using a method called iter rows, that because we are using iteration methods. ITRROWS you can use for the column as well. The methods we used is that's why we are having a close bracket, open bracket and close bracket. Then we are going with the printing thing where we use this index ind comma your row. Let's move to this. So you can get that this is the main thing. You will get that like what index and rows will be there, how the value will be there, how many are there, it comes to all. So it's not like that, it's just only that it's taken all the 1,000 rows and the columns it gives with the iteration. So this is the main reason why we use this iteration things in our concept, how we are doing this particular iteration. You can use any method on that with a column as well. I'm just using here the iteration rows. We are having iteration column as well. So this is how we are using the for with the iteration. So the same way you can go with a different one also, go with your item tuples or items. So let's show you one more. I just copied this things, I just paste it here and except the rows I'm just using this method for the items, items items. So you can observe that when you go with the items, it gives you the iteration with the items, whatever the items we have. The same way you can go with the tuples as well. You can just go with the So the same we can go with tuple as well. You can observe that when you use item, we'll get the items on that. So this is what the iteration method is used in a pandas. So I hope you are clear with the iteration method in pandas. For the next session, we'll be moving towards the concept of your sorting, where we'll be seeing that how we have to do using of your sorting methods, how you have to do sort of your with the help of your data frames as well as the series. Here we use a data frames because just taken from the data from the real database. If you don't want to take in from the real database, the same way you can create your data with the help of series and data frame. So that is your practice. You can take as a task, just create things with the data frame or series the data. So normally also you can create a list equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, and you just run this, and you can use this particular thing as well equals to, you can use it, and you can use with the print of your list and ISD list, and the same thing you can use with the functions what we taken here for I equals to like int iteration item. So you can use this thing with the help of this particular list as well. Like for int and row, we have only resting in data of item of your rows, that is your row as rows, and then going with. So you can use this particular way also. That's depend upon you how you have to use it. You can task us look over further later, like how we are doing it, and to create yourself the data, and then you have to use the iteration methods. So thank you guys.